Hello Roma, it is a pleasure to have you with us at NR Gurucool. As you are aware, educators are rarely looked upon as cool people. It's always that educators are staid and looked upon very differently. So we thought, why not do something that will show a different side of educators? Therefore, we started this NR Gurucool.
Thank you so much, Purnima, for having me here today. And I would like to thank the entire team of NR and Lucky Surana for giving me this opportunity for being here, to share my story and my side of, life as an educator, as a cool Gurucool. So, thank you.
Yeah, it is really a pleasure. So glad. So, let me dive straight into the first question.
Sure,
yes?
Sure.
I'm sure as an educator, as a principal, there have been times when you've done something, you've decided on something which your students are not very happy about. Yes?
True.
And they get upset. So how do you deal with that?
So Purnima, basically I believe in connecting with children, So when being an educator, for past 17 years, I have always connected with children. So whenever children are upset or they have some or the other worries, I prefer calling them to my cabin and speaking to them, talking to them and getting to know their side of the story. So that I can help them, if there's any need that needs to be done, a counselor is required or the parents' assistance is required. So, I prefer connecting by talking to them.
Right.
And that's how children open up.
Now, I'll take you back to your childhood or your school days,
Sure.
So, can you think of a prank that either you played or somebody played on you that even today brings laughter?
Definitely. In fact, this question itself, I just recalled that memory of mine as a child. So, this particular incident happened with me and my cousin when we were small, of course, school days. And I had my elder sister coming back from the native place and she had her luggage, the bag was kept there. And both me and my cousin were fighting and yelling and screaming and shouting on top of our voices. And that is the time when my mom said that, hey, listen, you both are going to be put to a hostel if you don't listen, if you're not going to behave. And, she showed us the bag. That's your bag and it's already packed and you all are going straight now to a hostel. And we were terrified. We were so scared, so we thought we are really going to a hostel, and there was a swing, an old antique swing. And I still remember me and my cousin, we went round and round for about half an hour. Thinking that we are going to be put to a hostel and we won't get to play, we won't get to be amongst our cousins.
Right.
So that was one incident which I still remember, and I laugh because when I got to know later that bag was not meant for us, it was packed. It was my sisters who had just returned from the native place.
Now, Roma, I've seen, like I mentioned earlier, your journey. Now, very few educators ever take journey from being an educator and out there into the glamour world. You don't see too many educators doing that. So, what is it that motivated you to a glamour?
Absolutely. This journey definitely has not been so easy, but it has been very, very amazing. First and foremost, I started this career of mine in the beauty pageant much later, after my 40s.
Okay.
And yes, there is this stigma which is attached to an educator, that an educator needs to look in a certain way, has to dress up in a certain way, and probably that's the mindset that people have, the perception of people, the way they look at an educator.
Right.
I wanted to personally break all those barriers.
That's
I wanted to, live my life on my terms and conditions, and all that I love doing, I didn't want to curb those desires of mine.
Right.
And that's what made me get into this field of thing.
You're also a wellness coach, right?
Yes, that's right.
Any recipe that you enjoy and can do to perfection?
Absolutely. So, I am being a foodie and being from a Gaud Saraswat Brahmin family. I love eating. We are, absolute foodies. So that one particular dish that I can make very well and I love and relish is shira.
Oh,
The
okay.
sweet shira. I love it's just awesome, and especially when it's prepared on the occasions of puja or Satyanarayan puja or any such auspicious
Special.
occasion.
Right.
It tastes wonderful.
Absolutely. So, Roma, you've told me that shira is something that you enjoy and can cook well, right?
True.
Any other hidden talents?
Oh yes, Purnima, I do love painting. I have made a lot of Madhubani paintings. I am into embroidery. I'm also into a lot of sketching work that I do.
Oh, lovely.
So I love. If you visit my house, you will see in each room there's a painting.
Oh, wow.
Of
That's
mine.
really wonderful.
So it gives me that mental relaxation, mental
Mhm.
peace.
Yes.
So I love painting. I love doing it.
Now, as a principal, okay, when have you played any pranks?
Yes. Yeah, it sounds funny, but then yes, there have been a lot of pranks that, of course, I know the funny part which happened in school.
Now, tell me your journey as a, from an educator to taking part and winning a lot of these beauty pageants. Yeah, there must have been a lot of learning that went through, which you probably would not, as an educator. So, how have you brought this learning from this field into education?
Okay, so when I land or thought of getting into the beauty pageant industry, I was in my 40s,
Right,
and I was already an educator.
right.
So this journey definitely was an interesting one because it taught me a lot many things. Because every management and every beauty pageant industry works in a different way.
Right.
Because they have grooming sessions, they have different sessions for the models. There's a lot of discipline that you need to follow.
Yes.
The time management, plus you need to be presentable. You need to follow the guidelines that are being given to you.
Right.
So this definitely helped me as an educator, which definitely I carried it back in the education field and tried implementing the same. Yes.
Roma, thank you so much for being over here. It was a pleasure talking to you, and definitely you brought about some points, which are so pertinent, and hopefully a lot of other, educators out there are going to become cool because of you.
Thank you so much, Purnima. It was amazing. I had great fun doing this interview, and thank you so much to the entire NR team and Lucky Surana for giving me this opportunity. And yes, let all the gurus or the educators also be cool.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong to be cool.
Totally.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.